Hey, it's morning time. Welcome to the powder room. Let's talk while I get ready for my day. Guys, um, I'm gonna hop back on this DMX thing. I have to. Um, when I said it hit home for me, it hit home for me. Look, he stated that the first time he was introduced to the drug, one of the drugs of his choice, which was crack cocaine, from what I hear on the different blogs that I've seen. Um, I don't have any rights to this information. I'm just repeating what I've heard on these blogs. That he was introduced to crack cocaine through a joint that one of his friends gave him, somebody that he looked up to. Let me tell you something. I don't know about y'all and what y'all believe in. You can believe in what and whoever you want to believe in. But my God is real. And when I say that shit hit home for me, excuse my language, it hit home for me because at 18, somebody did the same thing to me. I remember being angry at my first son's dad. I was young, you know, just going through teenager stuff. So I was like, I'm going to take me a walk. So I decided to walk down the street in my neighborhood. I'm walking and I run into two of my neighborhood friends. Now, I called them friends because we were, you know, they weren't people that, they were individuals that I hung out with on a regular basis, but we didn't have anything against each other. You know, I, I, um, refer to them as friends. So anyway, I'm walking down the street. I run into them too. And I was like, and so pissed me off. I'm doing me. I'm doing me. And they was like, all right, you want to smoke a joint? I was like, yeah. You know, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I was just like, yeah, I want to smoke a joint, whatever. To be honest with you, I wasn't really into drugs, smoking weed. I didn't smoke cigarettes back then. I think smoking Newports was the big thing. Smoking weed was the big thing. That just wasn't my pastime of choice. Okay, so the one friend, they go in the house, they get the joint, bring it outside. We smoke. It was like mid-evening, almost late. So we smoked a joint. Then we decided to walk to a close restaurant to grab a bite to eat. Everybody knows when you smoke weed, you get a little hungry after it, right? Okay, so we go to the restaurant, we order our food, we eating our stuff on the way back. All of a sudden, that shit hit me like a ton of bricks. I have never felt like that. I had smoked weed before, but I had never felt this feeling. I had never, ever felt this sensation. I was effed up. And when I say effed, I was effed up. And all I could think, I had a sister, bless her soul, she's passed on. But she was 6 years older than I was. And all I could think is, if I can get to my sister, everything will be okay. But my heart was racing. I could not, I think I was hallucinating. It was horrible, okay? So I remember walking up the street because we lived in the middle of two hills. Either way you got to our house was a hill. So I was walking up the hill. I was making. I was like, whew, I'm almost there. So I got there, and it was it was after 12. It was after 12 at night. So, and my sister, she was older than me. She wasn't usually home around that time. But I was praying. I was like, just let her be home. So we had a mail slot. I don't know if people still have those. I don't have a mailbox now. But I had a mail slot. And I opened up the mail slot and I called my sister's name. And I remember hearing her open that door. She looked at me. She said, what is wrong with you? She knew. I said, wake Mom and Dad up. They got to take me to the hospital. I'm dying. She said, where have you been? What you been doing? And I told her, I said, I smoked a joint with my two friends. Well, my sister knew that they didn't smoke regular joints with weed, that they smoked what they called then, I don't know what they call them now, woodies. And that is a joint laced with crack cocaine. That's what it is. It's a joint laced with crack. I had no idea that my friends had given me this. I wasn't familiar with crack. God, to God, to God, to God, to God, to God be the glory that I did not get strung out. It was the worst night ever. It was the worst night ever. I hate milk. Remember those big gulp cups? My sister gave me 2 filled to the rim of big gulp cup of milk. That's what I had. I drank 2 of those, and she took me upstairs. She said, you're not dying. You just tripping. That's what they call it. You tripping. You tripping. Okay? You're not dying. I'm going to take you upstairs to your room. I'm going to turn your music on. And I want you to listen to that music. I'm going to lay you in your bed. All you do is listen to that music, okay? And she tried to put the cover on myself. No, don't put the cover over me. Don't. And I was shivering. I remember shivering. This mess was serious. To God be the glory that I did not get strung out on this mess. It's not cool to give somebody something that they're not familiar with. You ask them, I rolled this joint, but it ain't got, it's a little something extra. You don't have to tell the person what's on it, or if you don't know, if you're ashamed of what your stuff that you do. You ain't got to, listen, I smoke, but I smoke a little something extra. But that's terrible to do people like that. That's bad. That's bad. So anyway, I laid down. I was steady shivering. But honey, my sister went out that door, dashed down that street, and she told my friends, she was like, don't ever give her anything. And to this day, I can't ask nobody for a joint of nothing. Don't give her nothing. She don't do drugs. Don't give her nothing. And I ain't had to worry about it since. But that's crazy. That was the worst night of my life. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. And for that man to get addicted, I see how he did. It wasn't for me. God protected me and shielded me from that. Y'all think it's play time out here. Okay? Stop thinking it's play time out here. I don't care where you at in your life, what you got going on. You better give your higher power some praise and some glory, because they got mercy on a couple of us that had mercy instead of justice placed on our lives. Because God says, you know what? You did this to yourself. So you're going to learn a lesson. But he protected me. And thank God for my sister. thank God for my son. I miss her dearly. I miss her dearly. She was my angel. We could scrap like cats and dogs. Well, we didn't really like fist fight, but we could argue like cats and dogs. But I knew without a shadow of a doubt, if I needed her, she was right there. Wasn't no ifs, ands, and buts about that. Y'all be careful with who you entrust your space and your time and your personal activities with. Because everybody don't think like you. And that's all I got to say. Peace be with you, and to God be all the glory. Continue your day on a path of purpose and do something for yourself. I'll see you later in the powder room.